Alright guys, I am feeling positively horrible. My head is killing me. But I did want to explain what's going on. So, I was supposed to do my ribbon nails. I'm not showing myself because I look awful. I haven't even really gotten dressed or anything yet. But I'll make a better video later. But anyway, this is my backyard, by the way. But I did my ribbon nails. The concept looked nice. It translated, what I wanted it to, but it just didn't translate onto nails. So I had ruined my nails, my coffin-shaped nails, trying to get all the 3D stuff off of them. So I needed the extra wideness anyway for the ribbons and all the detail for those nails. So I went ahead and just took them off and I put on some medium square. These are Beetles Type X. I love that brand. I love that they look acrylic. But anyway, so I put these on and I did do my nails. I couldn't get the 3D ribbon to come out no matter what I tried. I don't know if my gel was just too warm. But anyway, it wouldn't work. It just kept looking cloppy. So I decided to put a 3D ribbon on. I mean, I can put a picture up if you want, but they're completely awful. I really did not want to post them, and whenever I do nails like that I absolutely hate, even the next day, because I usually give them a chance, but even the next day, I hate them. I just don't post them. And I had reached out to Nyla, my press-on queen, and I was like, hey, I really hate these. And I said, I don't want to destroy him, but I really, really hate him. And so I let her see them, and she was like, yeah, she said they didn't translate very well. So that kind of cinched it for me. And I decided just to destroy them. And I talked to Maria, my best friend. And I was like, hey, this is what happened. Tell me what color I should do next because I'm at a loss right now. I couldn't even focus. Of course, my head has been hurting so bad, but we'll talk about that later. But I was like, I've got this beautiful green from Varnell, which is the moss. And I wanted to use it. But I've also been wanting to do blue. So I grabbed one of the blues from the Glacier collection from Zijay. And I kind of marbled it in. Now I thought it looked like flowers, but it's actually just blue marbled cat eye. I marbled it in and then I put some gold around it. A few little crystals there. But I thought it looked really, really good. I was so happy with these whenever I got done with them. But the purple ones are not going to happen. They may happen at a later date. I know Domestic Violence Month is November or October. I think it's October, maybe. Yeah, because it's the same month as Breast Cancer Awareness. So it is October. So I've got plenty of time to, work up to doing them again. But yeah, I just wanted to explain to you guys that you're not going to be seeing those. As much as it bothers me that I can't do them for the contest. They weren't postable, they weren't presentable, and I hated them. I really, really hated them. I don't know if you guys can sympathize with that, but I wasn't willing to leave the house in them. I'll put it that way. I thought they were terrible. Mike even knew before he even saw them. He was like, you hate them, don't you? And I was like, right now my head is hurting. I hate everything, but yes, I do. I said, I'm going to give them till in the morning and see how I feel. And I woke up and I looked at them and I was like, yeah, can't do this. But if you really, really, truly, truly want to see them, maybe I'll post them. I don't know. They were really awful. I think one other set that I did with the Polaris collection, I goofed on that one trying to be experimentative on that. I do have plans for that with the new magnet that Mike made. I can bring that back out if you guys want to see that. I think that new magnet would be perfect with the Polaris collection. But anyway, so we are back on the grind. I don't know why I say grind. I love this. I love this hobby so much. But anyway, so get your requests in for week three of the subscriber picks. Give me your colors, give me your themes, and I will pick one of you and fulfill it to the best of my ability. And on that note, someone, I think it was Wannabe, maybe, had chosen orange back whenever this was just a suggestion of doing this. She had chose orange, or somebody chose orange. And I do have an orange set planned, and McCart sent me some gorgeous orange and yellow polygel. So if you want that orange set, whoever it was, drop it in the comments again, and I will do that for you, because I do have it planned out. And now with the orange polygel, that's even going to be greater, because that will save me a lot of time. And that orange is gorgeous. I will show you that later. And I did get a couple more cat eye from Zyj that I will also show you at the same time. But anyway, so get your requests in, your colors, your themes, anything else you would like, any, charms, tell me, do you want a rhinestone set? I'm dying to make a rhinestone set, but I've just never done it yet. But anyway, so get your picks in, and maybe you will be the one chosen. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here, and I apologize that the ribbon set is just not coming. Not right now. It may come later. But thank you so much for being here with me, and our little community here, the collective, is growing, and I love that so much. Please get active in the comments. I love reading your comments. Share, subscribe, whatever. If you think I'm inspirational to anyone, share and subscribe, please. I love this channel. I'm glad I started it. It may not be grand or anything, but I do have a lot of Beatles stuff coming. I didn't win anything in the Mother's Day contest. But they did want to use my video because it was such an inspirational thing for them. So as a thank you for giving them the rights to use my video, they're sending me $120 worth of products that I chose. So, and no, it was not all cat eye, surprisingly. But so when that comes in, I will share that with you all too. But that's all what I got going on. Still planning on, making those personal videos. If you still want to see that, my story, how I got here and all that, what's coming up for me personally. If you're interested in hearing any of that, let me know. I don't mind sharing. It took me a while to get to this point of being able to talk about it. And Mike's always told me that I should write a book, but I just never could do it. I never could do it. I never could talk about it. But I've reached the point in my life that, it is part of me. So if and I don't push it on anyone, because a lot of people shut down whenever they hear about, domestic violence and things. So I don't want to do that to you guys, and I won't talk about it. If you don't want to hear about it, we'll just continue the way it's going. But so welcome to my backyard. I love it out here. I really, really do. We are outside of a really small town in southern Illinois. And we own 3.5 acres here, and it is just gorgeous. My dogs. I don't know if you can see them. They're in the dark. Hi, Tig. Tigger's the one that I always call the Tigger test for any of my nails. Especially the press-ons from Nyla and Sierra. That's the Tigger test right there. Mr. Brown Dog Pitbull. Tiggy, Tiggy. You good boy. And that's Daisy May right there. She's part Malamute. Very, very fluffy. And right now, very, very hot. This is Deanie. He's almost 14 years old. And right here is the wonderful little Gidget. She's what I call my natural service dog. She is not trained. But right now she's worried because I was crying and she doesn't like that. Usually she wants me sitting down so she can be on me whenever I'm upset. So she's wanting me to go in and sit down. But look at that face. Look at that pretty face. Yes. I get it. Hi, baby. She's a boxer mix rescue that we got. There's Miss Daisy. Look at that face. Oh, my goodness. Such a pretty girl. All right, guys. So I'm not going to bore you anymore with my dogs. I've still got one. I think he's inside. But he's the brother to this one. He's also almost 14, so. But anyway, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to relax. But that's what's going on. Let me know your thoughts. Drop me some comments. Give me some love. The blue heart is our community emoji. If you notice, I always sign off with blue hearts. So, I'm sorry that I couldn't fulfill the ribbon nails. One of these days I'll redo it and it'll come out. It'll come out this time. But thank you for being here. I love each of you and can't wait to hear from you. Bye.